What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this week's episode of It Takes Grit. I am so glad that these episodes are really helping you transform your mindset. And that's one of the biggest things that I have really learned over the last decade plus is that mindset really is everything. It controls our happiness, it controls our success, it controls how we are on a day-to-day basis. So if we can learn how to utilize our mindset to the positive, it's going to be a much more enjoyable journey on this planet. And awesome job, everybody who is doing the homework as well. I love getting messages from people saying, "Hey, Rebecca, I did your assignment and it's working." And that's one of the biggest things too, is that, I see a lot of times people going to events or they listen to podcasts or they read books, but nothing really changes. And so don't move on to the next podcast or the next event until you've done an assignment, right? Assignments are really the things that are going to help, make the needle move. You want to be able to move the needle in your life. And so today we're going to be talking about patience. Oh my gosh, patience in the process. And we live in a world that is so fast paced. You can literally get, you can get Instacart here in America. Sephora can literally deliver you anything that you want within 40 minutes. It's even quicker than Amazon now. But I want to talk about why it is going to be worth the wait. And when we talk about entrepreneurialism and we talk about getting results, right? Maybe it's, you're looking to lose 10 pounds, you're wanting to gain muscle, you are looking to, create something new in your life. We gotta learn the art of patience and knowing that when we continue to do the right thing for the right reason, we keep showing up, we keep doing the work. I want you to have the belief that it will work out. Okay, you need two things. You need to have patience and you do need to do the work. And if you can have both of those things and you do it consistently, it's going to open up so many doors inside of your life. But I want to be realistic with you. I want to be honest with you that it is always going to be worth the wait and it's going to be worth the work when you get those results that you're looking for. Because life is too short not to go for it. Life is too short to give up on something that you really, really want. And so we're going to talk a little bit today about the journey of finding your patience, right? Patience is in the process and why it's really worth the wait. And I can just tell you from my own personal experience, sometimes we want things to happen sooner. We don't understand why they're not happening sooner. We think that, we should have it now. But I have to believe that there is a plan. I have to believe that there is a plan for each and every one of us about the process that we're going through, about timing, right? I believe that everything is in the right timing because if I don't believe that, I get frustrated, I get angry, I get confused, I get disheartened, I get discouraged, right? Does any of that sound familiar to you when you're waiting for something to happen and it's not? Well, what really helps me is changing my mindset to knowing that there is already a plan for me and that I just get to enjoy every step. And it's not to say that sometimes you can't feel disappointment, of course, or you can't, want it to happen a little bit sooner. But if we believe and we really take on the belief, right, because we are what we believe, if we really take on the belief that it's all meant to happen at exactly the right time and it's already planned out for us and there is a reason for the timing, then we actually get to live a little bit more of a relaxed life. We get to enjoy the things because if we're waiting so much for something to happen, we miss out on all the other things that happen in between. So I just want you to just take a big deep breath in right now. Big deep breath in. Big exhale out. Maybe there's something that you are waiting for. Maybe there's something that you wish that was happening sooner. But I'm telling you that if you just start to really tap into enjoying the journey and having fun along the way, it's going to be a much more enjoyable process. So your greatest ally is going to be patience, right? Learning how to live in patience. Yes, we want things immediately. Yes, we want things to happen sooner. But how can you just relax and enjoy the journey? And it is part of your long-term goal. Any long-term goal that you want that is worth waiting for is going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take knowing that everything is happening in the right timing. So when is the last time that you kind of just let go of wanting that outcome to happen now? When was the last time? Probably been a long time ago, right? So whatever you're going through right now that you are hoping happens today, this month, this year, just kind of take in a deep breath and let it go. Let it go in the terms of not being attached to the outcome of when it happens, knowing that you're doing everything that you can to work hard, to keep pushing the needle, to keep moving things forward. You are doing what you need to do. This isn't to say, oh, I'm just going to give it up. I'm just going to give it up to God. I'm going to give it up to the universe. I'm just going to give it up. I'm just going to sit back and just wait. No, there is a difference between waiting patiently and doing the work and then just waiting for something to happen that's outside of your control. We want to have the attitude that we keep on making progress and moving the needle and not being frustrated when it doesn't happen that day, when it doesn't happen this week. We want to be able to say, you know what? No problem. It's not happening just yet, but I know it's going to happen in the future. I know it's going to happen for you too. I know as long as you keep making the progress that you need to make, you keep taking the action that you get to take, you keep making progress, you keep moving the needle, you keep moving forward, I know that eventually, whatever you are looking to achieve, it's going to happen. You have to have that belief. It might not happen when you think it should happen, but it will happen. And over time, it's going to really serve you to let go of the attachment of the outcome of when something is going to happen, because it's distracting you. If you're getting so obsessed with something not happening that day, you're not actually focused on the work that it's going to help you to get there. You're focused on when is it going to happen. And if you're focused on when it's going to happen rather than the work that it's going to take to get you there, you're focused on the wrong thing. And where focus goes, energy flows. So I want you just to have a moment and think like, hey, am I just waiting for something to happen? And I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm fixating and I'm obsessing over when it's going to happen? Rather, am I obsessing over the work that I'm doing daily that's going to help me get there? And I'm going to have patience that when I keep doing the right thing for the right reason, I keep showing up, I keep doing the work, it's going to happen. And so that's the little shift that we get to make when we talk about patience, right? It's giving up when it's going to happen to the universe or to God, and at the same time doing those things daily that are going to be keeping us moving forward. Not just saying, oh, I'm just going to give it up, and when it happens, it happens. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't, no problem. It's never going to happen if you just don't let it happen. If you just go, oh, I'll just see what happens. No, that's you already quitting. If you're like, oh yeah, well, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, no. No. That is not, it's never going to happen. Going to be straight up and honest with you. It's never going to happen. Things do not just fall into your lap. You have to you have to meet the universe and God halfway. You have to still do your part. Your part is crucial to you getting those results. So the part of achieving, right, and having that patience is knowing that those long-term goals are going to take patience. Right? It's going to take patience. It's going to take, making sure that you understand that it's not always going to happen immediately, but it is going to happen eventually. All right. So let's talk a little bit about growth and preparation. Okay. So when we are looking to achieve something new, right? When we are looking to start a new goal, we want to understand that preparing ourselves for expectations is so important for the growth. So, for example, when I get somebody started as a brand new distributor coach on my team, I have a conversation with them called the Crucial Conversation. And it's a quite a long call. It's about 40 minutes. But what it does is it pre-frames what to expect. It pre-frames the growth that they're going to have, the preparation that it's going to take, and the expectations of what it's like to work one-on-one with me. I'm going to make sure that that is set up correctly. because I don't want somebody to have a false pretense of what it's going to be like during the process. And I want them to understand that they're going to need patience, that it's going to be worth the wait, that there is going to be ups and there's going to be downs. So preparation in something new that you are starting is so key. So even if you're looking to, get a body result, preparing yourself for understanding that you do need to be patient, it is going to be worth your while, and it is going to help in the future, will make a difference, okay? So you've got to prepare yourself before you get into something. It's called pre-frame. You want to pre-frame your brain. You want to pre-frame your mindset so that when you have a challenge that starts to arise, you're not blindsided. You're not like, wow, I thought this was going to be easy. No, because we've already pre-framed that this is going to be hard, that this is going to take time, that I'm going to work with you over a period of time, but it's going to take being hungry, it's going to take being willing, it's going to take being coachable, it's going to be all of those things. And so if you prepare yourself before you get started with anything by pre-framing how it's really going to be, there isn't going to be any surprises. And it's going to help you have patience and knowing right from the beginning that it's going to be worth the wait. And any time that you get in your head or you start thinking, is this really worth the wait? Oh my gosh, am I being patient enough? That's when you check in, right? That's when you check in with your mentor, your coach, and you have that conversation so that they can reinforce to you what you're feeling is normal. But we got to pre-frame it before. And so ask yourself right now, why are you in such a hurry? Why are you in such a hurry of getting this done immediately? Why is it so important for you to have life done now? Why can't you just enjoy the journey? Why can't you just it's not even taking pressure off, because I feel like sometimes when we have pressure on ourselves, we're pressurizing ourselves to get something done rather than pressurizing ourselves to do the work. Right? A lot of times we're like, oh, I feel so much pressure from everybody else to do this really well. Don't feel that pressure about the outcome. Feel the pressure about the work. Ask yourself at the end of the day. This is a great question to ask yourself. At the end of the day, ask yourself, would you fire or hire yourself? Would you fire or hire yourself? Because when you ask yourself that question, you can honestly say, yeah, you know what? I did a really good job today. I did a really great job. I would definitely hire myself for tomorrow. And if you're like, no, I just didn't really do a great job, fire yourself. Great. You fired yourself. And that's the thing with being an entrepreneur. You can fire yourself. You can employ yourself. You can hire you. And then you want to ask yourself that the next day. And so that is going to help you understand, hey, am I doing a good job? You literally ask yourself, would you hire or would you fire yourself today? And that answer is going to give it very blankly, are you doing the work that you need to do? And you don't have to be in a hurry about it. You don't have to be in a hurry about getting something done. You can take your time. You can go fast. You can go slow. You can even pause, but just don't quit. But don't be in such a hurry thinking that things have to be done immediately and straight away. When you're first off trying to get results in anything in life, you're brand new. You're a baby. You're like a kindergartner trying to find the right classroom, or making sure that they got the right backpack on, or making sure that they got the right teacher. You're just brand new. So you don't need to be in such a hurry to figure out everything. So many times, people want step 22 and they haven't even done step 1. Don't be in a hurry to get to 22. Just do one assignment at a time and keep on moving forward in that right direction. And that's what's going to help you get those results. Okay? And then lastly, enjoy the journey, right? Enjoy the journey of the process. Enjoy the journey of learning a new skill and getting a little bit better each day. If you could just get 1% better each day, just learning a little new tool or learning something new or adding this in, it's going to be an absolute game changer for you, because you're excited about all the new things that you have done. You're excited about all the things that you have learned, rather than going, well, I don't know this and I don't know this and I don't know that. Those are going to beat you up. That mindset of saying, oh, I don't even know this yet, and I haven't done this, and I can't do this, what's going to happen is that is going to destroy your mindset. It's going to destroy your confidence. It's going to destroy your excitement. It's going to destroy your passion. It's going to destroy your burning desire. And what you want to do is you want to focus on all the great things that you have done in your journey. And when you start to focus on those, that's when you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so worth the wait. I'm finding patience in the process. I'm enjoying the journey. And every step that I take is me getting closer towards my goals. None of you have gone backwards. None of you have gone backwards. You've all learned something new, even in the last 15 minutes of this podcast. You haven't gone backwards in life. You have learned something new. And so this week's homework is, have you given up on something? Is there something in your life that you're like, you know what? I just gave up a little bit too early on that dream. I gave up a little bit too early on that result that I was looking for. I gave up just a little bit too early. And I probably wasn't patient enough, and I probably was in a bit of a hurry, and I probably didn't prepare myself, and I just didn't really understand that it was going to be worth the wait. And so that's the homework for this week is, what is something that you have given up on that still has something inside of you that's like, yes, I do want to do this. I do want to create something new. And let's put that into action. What's the first thing that you need to do to get back in the game of that goal that you wanted to achieve? What's that first step, right? You don't need all the steps. Number one, what's the one thing that you need right now to get back into actually taking action on that goal? And now you're going to go into it with a different perspective. You're going to know that it's going to be worth the wait. You're going to know that you need a little bit more pre-framing and preparation. You need to know that, like, hey, let's just enjoy the journey. Let's not be in such a hurry about it. And those mindset tools are going to really help you when you restart the goal that you are looking to achieve. So awesome job for showing up today. I'm so proud of you. Make sure that you do the homework. Shoot me a message when you have on the It Takes Grit podcast, Instagram, and we'll see you on our next episode.